One. Hello, everybody. My name is Lisa Lamont, and I am the host of Ladies Get Your Prance On. And once again, I have an expert in the house. Her name is Margaret Spencer, and she is the founder of the Dress Double System that she's going to be talking about today. And I have known Margaret for almost 2 years. I think it's been about 2 years. And we had such a good time. We made great connections. I've had her on the show in the past. She's the author of several books, and she's going to be talking about what's coming up. So welcome, Margaret.
Thank you, Lisa. So good to see you, and I really appreciate you having me on your show.
It's going to be fun. So share with the viewers where you're located right now, because I find this very interesting. You're not at your home office today.
No, I work out of two offices. One is my home, and the other one is a WeWork location. I'm here in the beautiful Bellevue, Washington, and we have a new space here at WeWork. It is a co-working space that allows us to get out of the home, which is, I think, I recommend highly for any woman or any person working in their home office. It's great to have a secondary office away from your home. So it's been great to collaborate with people here. As you can see, we have a beautiful day here in Seattle, and there's all kinds of lovely office spaces right surrounding me.
And I think, a lot of people are going more towards that we don't have to do it alone. We don't have to be alone. And even though you may not interact with people, which you do, you're a social butterfly like I am, so you are always interacting. But that is a great way to meet new people too. You just never know.
Absolutely. Lots of collaboration happens at these co-working spaces.
Yes. One of the reasons I want you to talk about this new program that you have in the works, but I want to first start with the basics for the people who may not know you. And this is what I fell in love with. You work with women and their body image, with wardrobe and styling. And a lot of women grew up and we were either told we were shaped like a pear, we were shaped like an apple, we were shaped like a banana. And you took this whole concept and you made women's bodies into gems. So let's just start with that. If you could just explain how you came up with that.
Sure. Yes. When my daughters were young tween ages, in between children and teenagers, they started to become self-aware of their bodies, and they became very critical of their bodies at the same time. And I wanted to give them something that would empower them to feel beautiful and confident. So I looked out there in our society to try to find something that I could show them that it's okay, no matter what your shape is, that you're both beautiful. And I couldn't find anything. All I started noticing was in the magazines, they started referring to us as apples and pears and bananas and weird geometric shapes. And I thought to myself, that's not very empowering to women. So I decided to take it upon myself to come up with gems, which is diamond, ruby, emerald, and sapphire. These are the 4 gems that we use to allow women to know that you're precious no matter what your shape and size and age or anything. Everyone's equal, everyone's valuable, and it's very all-inclusive.
Yeah, so it started with just a thought, with just an idea. And so what was your next steps to put this together?
Because I have a background as a creative director and a graphic designer, I decided to create a style guide. And it was a very elaborate style guide that folded into a clutch purse. And I wanted to sell it to businesses like Nordstrom's, and I thought it would be very simple. I just simply design it and sell it. But when I took it to trade shows, I learned that some people wanted me to teach them how to become a stylist, and other people wanted me to consult with them. And because I wasn't really interested in just becoming a personal stylist at the time, I thought, well, let me take all this knowledge I've developed in the style guide and start a training program. And so I started teaching other people how to become personal stylists, and I started developing this program and growing it. So it started out as a 4-hour program based around this style guide I made, and it grew into a 3-day all-inclusive program that teaches people, it's very much a business in a box that teaches people how to become a personal stylist. We have really the most comprehensive yet easy to use program there is to become a personal stylist, and I feel very proud of that. So over the last 10 years, I've trained and certified over 75 women and a few men to become a personal stylist and allowed them to start their own businesses. And the new thing we're starting is a whole styling agency where we're going to allow our stylist to be to work for us, and we're going to help the woman out there who doesn't know how to put together the right look for her business, the right brand, personal brand image, to get clarity and work even virtually, like we're talking now over the computer with the videotaping, or just Skyping. We are able to help women no matter where they live with their personal brand image and editing their wardrobe, determining your personal best colors, body cuts to wear for the clothing, everything. It just really is very comprehensive. So very excited about the dress system I built. And this new program is called Dress Double.
I know. So how'd you come up with the name Dress Double? I'm always curious of the story behind this story.
Well, as you know, dress system has been around for 10 years, and I've been teaching the dress system. Yeah. Now, I've decided to change my focus from helping women start businesses as a stylist to helping the consumer. I want to see every woman around the globe feel beautiful in her own skin. And I think to do that, we need to have our personal stylist as kind of a style coach. And I want this to be information that's going to be accessible and free to everyone. So I've co-authored 2 books so far. One is called The Power of Dress, DRES, and the other one is Beyond Dress, DRES. So that's, when I say dress, it's just dress with 1 S.
Yes.
And those are 2 co-authored books with my stylist. The 3rd book I'm currently working on is called Beyond, well, it may be called Inner Dress. And we haven't really settled on the title, but it is going to be really about inner beauty, because that's where our focus is. And this online program that I'm coming out with called Dress Double is going to allow any woman for free to be able to tap into this website, learn all about herself, her personal ultimate colors, assess her body shape, and know what clothes she should wear based on this system that I've created. And it's so exciting now that I can make this available to everyone for free. And should they need some extra help, they can tap into our online styling agency and get someone to one-on-one personally walk them through their wardrobe, walk them through how to put together outfits, help them develop their personal brand image so that they're showing up in the world with their brand reflecting their business. Because anytime those 2 things don't connect, and there's a divide between what you look like and what you say with your words your business is, if those 2 things don't look similar, people start to break trust with you. So it's so important that your personal brand is really consistent and reflects, what you're saying. So we have all the tools to help women with that, and I'm super excited to help. Now, to answer your question about why Dress Double, what Dress Double is ability for me to take a few women and help you find what your double is. So if you can identify who your dress double is, you may not need to have all this personal styling one-on-one. So the free opportunity is, instead of hiring a stylist, you could always opt to look at one of our doubles. And one of our doubles would be a woman that has a similar body shape that you have, which is your beautiful, precious gem, or a double that has your similar coloring. And when you see how I would style her, you will know how to style yourself. And so we give you all the information of, here's all the accessories and clothing, and here's the latest trends. We're working on a fashion magazine that will be coming out free to consumers every quarter right before the season starts. So you'll know, what should I buy for my body shape? What kind of accessories will make me look more current and up to date and professional? And what makes sense for me, and I think if you map yourself to your double, which we're going to allow you to do through our new website called dressdouble.com, then you will for free be able to know how to purchase all these amazing products that look fabulous on you. It takes all the mystery out of shopping. It just makes it super easy. I know women are busy. We have busy lives. We all have a ton of things going on. And even though shopping can be fun, it can also be overwhelming when you have an important event or important speaking engagement and you need to look fabulous. Yeah. And so we hope to help women feel confident in their own skin. But it really does come from the inner beauty, and that's hence the book that I'm working on, which will be available in October of 2017 this year.
You're just like, go, 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 go. I love, too, that you give women the opportunity to be safe. Like, they can check out, like you said, I'm going to share all this free information they can look at. They can find their body double. Yet at the same time, you will have resources for them should they want to, you know, that they say, oh, that's okay. What I want to address the elephant in the room, which is the plus size woman. I call the Persian kitties, you know, that have the extra soft love. You know, a lot of women are out there and they're afraid to work with a fashion stylist like yourself because they feel like, oh, I'll wait and do it when I lose the 50 pounds or the 30 pounds. I'll do it when. Can you address that topic?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, this is a very sensitive subject. You know, when you stop and think about it, who do you let into your wardrobe? You know, who do you invite into your closet? Usually it's just maybe your spouse or if you have a housekeeper, but usually no one comes into your wardrobe. So this is a very personal space, and we do respect the fact that your wardrobe is very personal to you. And that's one of the first things I teach is how to work with people with their wardrobe, because it is a part, an extension of you, and it's very personal. And I think people not only are concerned about their weight, which is a really good point, but the second point is they also, you know, worried that they're going to be judged on their decisions or, you know, what they currently have. So I'd like to bust that myth right now and for people to know that when a personal stylist looks at you, she's looking for your beauty. She's looking for you to shine from within. They're definitely a dressed personal stylist definitely wants to see you glow. And so we're looking for opportunities. We're not looking to criticize, critique, or make you feel bad about past clothing decisions. We don't show up like what not to wear with a garbage can and throw away all your clothes. You know, we are here to empower and support and encourage you to move through life. And your wardrobe is a reflection, actually, crazy enough, it's a reflection of your life.
True.
You know, it's hard to believe, but when you look at someone's wardrobe, you can kind of tell a lot about them. And so what we want to do is to first let women know, never put yourself on hold. So a lot of times we do hear that. I don't want to work with a stylist because I need to first lose 10 pounds. Then I'll work with a stylist. But the problem with that, the way of thinking is you are putting yourself on hold. So please, 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 women, do not put yourself on hold. I can guarantee that if you work with a stylist today, if you value yourself today, you are going to feel so beautiful and you're going to get the feedback from strangers. And I've had women call me and say, oh my gosh, Margaret, I had a man walking across the middle of a street and he stopped me and said, wow, you look beautiful today. She goes, I've never heard that. You know, I mean, I can't tell you the power of working with a stylist and having someone support and help you get outside of your comfort zone. And once you have that kind of feedback, you are going to naturally want to treasure this body, treasure that kind of positive feedback you're getting. And that's going to help to motivate you to value yourself and to lose the weight. Yes. So don't put yourself on hold. Start today. Really start right now, valuing yourself, treating yourself like you are a precious gem that you are, and dress yourself appropriately.
You know, it is so true, because we put everything off. You know, we want it to be just right, and then we'll do this, and then we'll reward. And it's about rewarding yourself now and feeling good, because good chances are if you were 50 pounds overweight now, you probably that 50 pounds last year and 2-3 years ago. And I love the fact that you said it'll give you incentive to feeling good and beautiful and sexy, that you can do it today, and that feeling good about yourself could drive you more, or you'll just be happy going, you know what, I love myself as I am, and I'm looking really, really good. It's about accepting and loving where you are. The other question to a lot of people, when I said I was going to interview you, they say that a couple of them laughed, but they said over half their wardrobe is black.
Yeah.
Can you debunk the myth around black? And is that necessarily always a bad thing, or can that be a good thing? Address the color black in the wardrobe.
Lisa, that's an excellent question, and I'm so glad you're bringing this black into the light. Yeah. Because I'd like to shine some light on the subject. Yeah. And that is that, you know what, black is safe. You know, people tend to do what's safe, and they feel like they can't make a mistake if they just have an all black wardrobe. Everything matches, everything coordinates. You know, they look thinner. You know, all these are great concepts, right? And black can do these things for us. However, black isn't great on everyone. You know, color needs to be in harmony with who you are and your personal body colors. And that's one thing that we really teach, is make sure that this is matching you. Yes. One person's, black may look great in one person, but maybe a charcoal gray is a better dark color for another person, or maybe it's a navy blue, or maybe it's a nice, you know, mocha brown. I mean, so one person's dark isn't really the right appropriate dark color for another person.
Yeah.
So first of all, it's understanding what is your closest to black color. You know, is that, can you wear a really, really deep, deep velvety black, you know, and that's a whole different concept of, so there's different ranges. There's just like there's tons of different whites out there, there's lots of different shades of black. So what a color, we do is what's called color analysis and color assessment. We assess your ultimate colors. A lot of times people fall back on black because that's safe, but right now, black is kind of going out of trend. Believe it or not, it finally is starting. I'm seeing it start to go out of trend. Color is the new thing. Color is the new black, you know, as they say. So I would say go out there and really embrace your best colors. And if you don't know what those are, we are going to be, as we're building this new Dress Double platform, come October, we will be launching a whole new program where you can self-identify your basic colors. Or if you want the most supreme ultimate color assessment program, work with one of our certified dress stylists, and they're going to take over 500 color possibilities and narrow that down to your 42 ultimates. And what that is colors that look, oh my gosh, amazing on you. Yeah. So how I simply explain it is that color is a range, and it's like a rainbow. And if you wear colors that are not good for you, pull and they take from you and they drain you. You know, they drain the brilliance out of your gym. And if you wear colors that are amazing for you, you sparkle. People will be attracted to you. They'll just come to you and want to know about you, and they'll think you're more intelligent. I mean, it's amazing how the power of styling creates so many opportunities for people when they look like they're well, you know, assembled, and they look like they're psychologically more, you know, together as well.
And there is a combination of color and then the gem, your body shape. Because when I worked with a stylist and she just changed like the cut of the neck and just did these little tweaks, and I mean, it was slimming. I mean, it took my body and made me look slimmer, like 20 pounds lighter, just because I was wearing the wrong cut that wasn't, you know, I have a short waist. And so working with somebody like yourself, you're able to get for your body type, and it will actually slenderize you to have the right colors. And black sometimes can make people look bigger if it's not their right color.
Absolutely, yeah. If it's not the right color and if it's not the right cut for you, it definitely, black is not going to help. And you're right. Different necklines are good for people with different face shapes. Different necklines and cuts of the garment are better for people with different body shapes. With the illusion techniques that we have, we can make someone appear to be anywhere from 20 to 50 pounds lighter just visually using our dress system techniques. So I'm so excited to work with women and show them that they can look instantly slimmer just putting on the right things on their body. And most importantly, I think the biggest thing is we want to make sure women stop wearing things that wear them. So sometimes black, if it's not your color, it's wearing you. If a bright color is too much for you, then that color is wearing you. And that means the color is dominating and it's overpowering you. And people may say, that's a nice looking shirt, but what the compliment's going to the shirt, not to you. So be careful and listen carefully when you hear these compliments to who's getting that compliment. Is it you or is it the garment?
You know, that's interesting. When I do compliment, I will say, like, that is a great color on you, or I love that blouse. You're right. I don't always say that's a great color. I'll say I love that blouse because the blouse is standing out. That's my aha, my aha moment. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, and people aren't really aware when they're saying it either. I think the person delivering it has the best intentions.
Oh yeah.
But what they're picking up on visually is just their instincts. Is telling them, wow, I love that blouse, but they may not love it on you. So I may love that blouse too, but it does. And people say, well, can I wear this? Well, sure, you can put anything on your body you want, but is it gonna complement and enhance you, or is it gonna pull and take from you? Yeah. You know, we want things to enhance and add to you and empower you to feel beautiful and have people just respond lovely to you. And if you're looking tired and drawn out and like your clothes are over dominating you, I don't think that's a great way to present yourself professionally or in any situation.
What do you say to people who want to casually go out, like run to the, don't you love that you're in the co-working space there? Like you walk by and you're like,
heels, click, click, click.
I love it. But what do you say to the woman who wants to go out and be casual but still look nice? What do you say to them for that? What do you suggest?
Absolutely. You know, I think one huge myth I'd like to bust is that you have to be uncomfortable to be dressed up. First off, right? I mean, you know what? You don't have to be uncomfortable. You can feel like you're wearing pajamas and look really stylish and comfortable. So I think it's, you know, I guess goes back to my old saying is, if you're not having fun with fashion, you're doing it wrong. And that's what I love to say, because it's very simple, because fashion is about having fun, you know, and you should enjoy it. Hopefully you're getting the rewards you want out of it. People, you know, seeing that you look good in your clothes and seeing that they're complimenting and enhancing you. But I say when you go out, you should be comfortable. You know, hands down, you should feel comfortable. So don't ever wear something that makes you feel super uncomfortable. Yeah. And, you know, I think that you should always dress to the event. So you're going to feel more comfortable if you're not the, you know, least dressed up person in the room. So really take note to the dress codes of a restaurant, say, or if you're going to the opera or whatnot, and think about how dressy it is. But it doesn't mean you have to be in a stuffy, uncomfortable, tight-necked, you know, stiff blazer or anything like that. You can have a lovely, comfortable wrap dress on that feels like a nightgown, you know, and it just is a matter of selecting the right garments. And that's how a stylist can help you, is really finding those items that are your go-to items. And if you don't like dressing up, then just, you know, have a stylist can help you not only find garments that feel comfortable for date nights or specific speaking engagements, or sometimes you just want a garment that's going to help you feel comfortable as you're losing weight. So one thing a stylist is really good at is, if you are in the process of losing weight, we know how to help you find garments that scale with you too. So that's a whole additional thing that we can do, is help you key into garments that as you lose your 20 to 50 pounds, they actually still look good on you. You don't have to replace every item. You know, there's certain items that do scale well.
I love that. One more question I want to get to before we close the show. A woman asked me, what is proper etiquette to go to women networking events? Now, this isn't dressy. They said this is going to like an e-women event. A lot of people have heard of that, so I'll use that one as an example. Is it proper etiquette to wear nice jeans there? A lot of people are going, I'm more comfortable in nice jeans and dress up. So and I noticed that going out, and I've worn jeans to some of these things with, you know, I'll dress up with my boots and a, you know, a blazer. Can you address that? Is that proper etiquette or not today?
I think our wardrobe style code our dress code has been really gone very casual these days. So I would say that you would be fine in a jeans, as long as they're the right kind of jeans. Mm-hmm. So there are two different types of jeans. There are your dress jeans, and there's casual jeans. I mean, denim jeans have become such a big deal that most people have multiple pairs in their wardrobes. And if you don't, you should, because they're always in trend. They're always in style. They change slightly, but you definitely have these two different schools. You have your dressy and your casual. So let's talk about what would be dressy. A dressy jean would be a darker denim. So you can even find a denim that has more of a tailored suit or a slack cut. So it can have side pockets and more of a relaxed. It looks relaxed and casual, but it definitely has more of a silhouette of a slack. And so anything that's darker in color is going to still look professional. Now, what would be too casual for networking would be anything that's really worn looking. Anything that has holes in it would be a no-no. Anything, and this is not only for networking events, but also you could have these same rules for corporate dress, you know, guidelines as well, anytime you're in a company. So work professional, which I think any networking event should be the same kind of things you'd wear to an office. So denim is typically acceptable these days in most office places and networking events, but just keeping it professional, nothing worn, nothing really faded, nothing holey. And I think if you follow those rules, you'll be fine. As far as wanting to be comfortable, again, I think it's the same rule. I mean, you can look really nice and have nice clothes that you still feel comfortable in. If you wear denims, what I would do is pair that with a nice heel, a nice professional shoe, and then a nicer professional jacket, blazer, or a really beautiful blouse that looks a little more professional. So those will dress up jeans. So you can take jeans and you can dress them up or dress them down, depending on what you pair with them.
I love that advice because I see that, and you know, your first impression because you know, this is mostly for business entrepreneurs that watch this, and your first impression you know, how many seconds they say, 20 seconds or 10 or 5 seconds, you know, they make that impression. And so I love that you shared that you can wear jeans, you know, do the certain type. You don't want to go in with faded out with flip-flops and go in there and go, hey, this is who I am. Because if you're there, even if your product is a graphic artist or a web designer, and you don't have to dress up per se, but that is your image. Because if you show up kind of frumpy, they're going to wonder, are you, you know, can you handle my job? So I really appreciate it. Is there anything that you would like to add before we wrap this up?
I would just encourage you, I know a lot of your clients and customers are professional, intelligent women, and I would just say, show up with your brand. You know, please always look like you're on your brand, and you want to look like the brand you're representing. And so you have a personal brand and a business brand. And I think that I have a second business called Brand Design Lab where we help people with their business brand. But with the Dress and the Dress Double program, this is our offering to help people with their personal brand. And you do have a personal brand, and it should map to that professional business brand. So get clarity on who you are and show up authentically, and people will love you. And just know that every one of you please know you are a precious gem, and I really highly value all women.
I love it. How do they find you? What's the best way for them to reach out to you, Margaret?
Well, I would just simply go to dressdouble.com. That's DRES double.com. And if you know of anybody that's interested in joining our dress styling agency, they could check out dresssystem.com. Again, that's DRES system.com. So
that's for people who might be interested in being a stylist themselves. So that's available. I love that. Woo.
Absolutely. Yeah. We have an online program so people can take the online training course anywhere in the United States or even outside the United States. We're starting to open that up as well.
You're going international this coming year. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day, and I'll let you get back to work. I will add your contact information onto the thread of the show. So thank you so much for coming. Kittens, we had a great time today. We look forward. We'll be back next Monday. So everybody have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Bye.